Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I'll be reading the May 1st Daily Inspirational Message. The condensed version is 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself, say a little prayer, and then make a couple comments from the message, and I trust that it will assist you on your journey. Assist both of us on our journeys. Okay, here we go. The title. Being grateful for the signposts on our journey. Paragraph 1. Today, let us recall that because God is love in all, even our judgments of ourselves and others will be used by the divine for a higher purpose. Understanding this, there's no need to punish ourselves or others for being less than kind. Instead, let us follow God's lead by seeing and using our judgment, anger, and resentment as signposts on our journey home. Let us see these energetic expressions as signs that show us when we're headed in the quote-unquote wrong direction. When we support any energy that does not help create a peaceful, joyful, and loving life, then we're heading away from our true destination. Once we can recognize which energies and behaviors are leading us away from the truth within, we can spend less time supporting them and thus less time suffering. Paragraph 2. Today, let us practice recognizing that everything is helpful. When we do, gratitude, not judgment, becomes a response to everyone and all. Love is our true destination and home. But today, let us not judge ourselves or others for seemingly going in the opposite direction of love. God, being love, uses all for good. Does God even uses our frustration, anger, and resentment to help us realize that we're not going in the direction that we would like to go? Let us thank God and all those who, through their participation in our life, are helping us better see the dead-end roads that we are taking. The sooner we are able to see these signposts, the less time we will spend going in their direction, and thus the more peace and joy we will get to experience along the way. All right. Being grateful for the signposts on our journey. Okay, I'm going to make 5 points today that I trust will help you digest this daily inspiration and that will help you align with the truth within you, which is your loving nature, and then express this to the world today. All right, point number 1. Any energy or emotion that we experience today, we're going to see as a signpost. Okay? So, back in the day, there was a thing called paper maps. Some of you may know those things, some of you may not, but there was no GPS. That's right, no GPS. And so we used the signs in a road map and the signs that were in the physical world to see if we were headed in the wrong or right direction. Okay? So let's imagine that our true destination is the peace within us, the love that God created us all to be. That's our true destination. And there are signposts that lead us to that road, which is things like peace, compassion, love, kindness, forgiveness, charity, joy, healing, hope. All those are signs that lead us to the truth within. And there are signs that lead us away from our true nature, which such things as judgment, anger, hate, resentment, pain, fear, anxiousness, doubt. All that leads us away from who we truly are and what we came here to be. And so all we do today is see whatever emotion we're experiencing. We don't judge ourselves for that emotion. We just see, okay, is this emotion is a signpost? Is it leading me towards my loving nature or away from it? That's point number 1. Point number 2, we don't answer the darkness with the darkness. We don't answer judgment with further judgment. We don't answer anger with further anger. We don't answer hate with further hate. Because that only leads us in a direction that we do not want to go. It leads us in a direction away from our true destination, which is a state of peace, which is to align with our loving light. And so in point number 2, we don't answer the darkness with the darkness because it gets us nowhere near our true destination, the state of peace. That's point number 2. Point number 3 is no matter how deep we go into the darkness, let us recall that God, being perfect, love, and all, uses all for good, uses all to help us in some way, shape, or form grow, heal, and awaken. And so when we judge, and we continue to judge, and we go deep into the darkness, sooner or later, we will see that this is not our true way. This is not the way that we desire to go. This is not the way to our true destination. This is not what we want in our lives. Sooner or later, we hit bottom. And that's okay, because we just make a U-turn. We make a U-turn after we've had enough of the darkness. We make a U-turn after we've seen that this is just a dead-end road. And what happens? It becomes kind of like a spiritual tool that we now have in our tool belt that says, no, you know what? Judgment, answering judgment with judgment gets me nowhere near the state of peace. Answering anger with anger gets me nowhere near the state of peace. Answering hate with hate gets me nowhere near the state of peace. Thank you, everyone and everything, for helping me see that this is not the way I want to go. And by doing that, God is using this experience for good, to help us see this is not what we want. We want something else. We want to align with our true nature. And so all we have to do is we experience that, we cross it off our paper map, and then we know we don't have to travel those directions. And then thank you, Lord, for showing me that. Now I don't have to waste my time or energy in the darkness. That's point number 3. Do not despair. God uses us all for good. Point number 4. Let us remember our true destination. Let us always have it in mind. What is my true destination today? Today, my true destination is the state of peace. Today, my true destination is to align with the loving light within me that God created me to be, so I can be it in my own unique way and share it with my brothers and sisters in every interaction and in every thought that I have and in every situation. I'm here to be the light of the world in my own unique way. And so that's my true destination, is to align with the light within me, is to align with the expressions of that light. It could be joy, compassion, mercy, grace, healing, hope. All those are reflections of the light within me, well, the light within us all. That's our true destination in every moment and in interaction. So let us keep that in mind in point number 4. Okay, and point number 5. Like we said before, every one of our experiences, every signpost along the way is helpful to us because it's helping us see if we're heading in the right direction or in the wrong direction. If we're headed in the right direction, thank you for that. Thank you. I'm being joyful, compassionate, forgiving, loving. Well, that's good. I'm heading in the right direction. I'm heading towards the truth within me. If I'm being judgmental, angry, hateful, resentful, okay, thank you. You're showing me that I'm headed in the wrong direction. Thank you for that. Now I don't have to spend any more time headed down this dead-end road. Thank you for that. And so you see, everything is helpful. Everyone is, in the end, after all is said and done, helpful. So if everything and everyone is helpful, what is the proper response to them? Gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, all those loving energies and emotions. Thank you, all those less than loving energies and emotions. Thank you, all those people that helped me feel this, the light within me. Thank you for all those people that are helping me see that I don't want judgment, anger, and hatred anymore. Thank you for that. And so those are the five points today. And I'll mention them quickly if I can remember them to help you along the way. 1, every energy and emotion, see it as a signpost today, that it's helping you, lead you in the right direction towards the light within you, or it's leading you away from your true destination, which is your loving nature. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is we don't answer the darkness with the darkness. We don't answer judgment with judgment. We don't answer anger with anger or hatred with hatred. We don't travel those dead-end roads anymore. We simply recognize that we're headed in a way that we don't want to, where we don't want to go, and we make a U-turn. That's point number 2. Point number 3, let us remember, let us not despair, because God will use all for good. Even those signposts that lead us away from our loving nature will sooner or later hit our own bottom and decide that there must be a better way. And when we do, we have that life experience in our tool belt that we can use for the future, that now we don't have, we cross those roads of our map, Thank you for that. And so God used that to help us heal, to help us see that this is not what we want. That's point number 3. Point number 4 is to remember our true destination, which is to align with the light, loving light within us, and be this loving light in whatever way the moment or interaction is requesting from us. Is the moment asking us to be more compassionate, more forgiving, bring hope or joy to somebody. And so our true destination is that light. And point number 5 is to remember that everything is helpful. And so let us offer our gratitude to both the so-called good and the so-called bad. The so-called roads that lead us to who we truly are, and the roads are teaching us that this is not what we want. Gratitude is our response in point number 5. All right, I hope that was useful to you. If you can be so kind as to like, comment, or share, it would help with the listening process of this video, and it might help somebody align more with the truth within them and share that truth, a loving light, with others, and make this world a more peaceful and loving place for all of us. All right, thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. And God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.